दृष्टुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्. Dear students, welcome to the second class on Avogadro's law of basic concepts of the chemistry. We have discussed what is molecular mass, what is relative density, a relationship between them. We found out that the molecular mass is twice vapor density. Now we will come to the gram molar volume. In this class we will find out the gram molar volume of any gas at NTP is a constant equal to 22.4 liters. So this is the third application. Here I am using it as second application, that gram molar volume of any gas at NTP is 22.4 liters. So now what is gram molar volume? Let us first define what is gram molar volume. The gram molar volume is defined as the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of the gas. That is called gram molar volume. So at NTP we will find out, and Avogadro found 22.4 liters. That means the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of hydrogen at NTP is 22.4 liters, ammonia 22.4 liters, oxygen 22.4 liters, carbon dioxide 22.4, irrespective of the number of atoms present in them. This is a very important application that Avogadro has established. So we will now find out the gram molar volume is defined as the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of the gas at NTP. So now let's find then what we will do. Already we have a volume mass relationship. 1 gram, so what is this? A relationship between gram molecular mass and volume. So let's go to the molecular mass. What is molecular mass? The molecular mass is twice vapor density. What is the molecular mass? Molecular mass, according to Avogadro's law, the molecular mass we have proved here, twice vapor density. So we will take the definition of vapor density, then we will come to, from there we will come to molecular mass, and then find it out, we can establish. So it's known. So we'll take the first, assume that, so, and then we'll find it out. So it's from Avogadro's law, molecular mass is 2 into vapor density. So where from we will start? We will start from vapor density. Why vapor density? Because what you are going to find out, we are going to find out a relationship between mass and volume. In vapor density definition we have what? What is vapor density? Vapor density is defined as a ratio of a volume of a mass of certain volume of gas by mass of equal volume of hydrogen when both are measured under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. So this is a third equation, equation 3. We have 3 equations here. Equation 1, what is what? Molecular mass. The molecular mass is equal to the mass of a molecule of the substance by mass of an atom of hydrogen. Equation 2, vapor density is equal to the mass of certain volume of gas or vapor by mass of equal volume of hydrogen when both are measured under similar conditions of temperature, pressure. Third equation, we got molecular mass and vapor density from Avogadro's law. Now, taking the help of these 3 equations, we will now find out the gram molar volume, means the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of any gas at NTP is a constant 22.4 liters. So, we will take this vapor density from equation 2. What we got? The vapor density is equal to what? Mass of certain volume of gas or vapor by mass of equal volume of hydrogen when both are under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. This is the condition, this is equation 2. From equation 2, vapor density is equal to what? Mass of certain volume of gas by mass of certain volume of hydrogen. So we want to express in liters. So let us assume this certain volume be 1 liter. What is our condition? Our condition is how many liters 1 gram molecular mass will occupy. So liter will express the volume in liter. Then at NTP, so this under similar conditions of temperature, pressure should be NTP. So we will say that let the certain volume be 1 liter, certain volume be 1 liter, and both are under NTP, normal temperature and pressure, because this is the condition for gram molar volume at NTP, and we will want to get it in liters. So we are assuming 1 liter. If you understand like this, then you will not remember. Once you remember this, it will trouble you. But you want to express it in liter. So take certain volume be 1 liter. And you want NTP. So the USCT will be what? NTP. Therefore, vapor density is equal to what? Mass of 1 liter of gas or vapor by mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP. Because we want to get it NTP. So mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP by mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP. This mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP is a known quantity, was experimentally determined to be 0.089 grams. It was experimentally determined, and at that time the mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP is 0.089 grams. That is the density of hydrogen. It is experimentally known that mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP is 0.089 grams. So we will put this value, mass of 1 liter of hydrogen at NTP, we will put how much? 0.089 grams. Now we will substitute this value in this equation. We will substitute this value in the equation so that we are approaching our answer now. So we got vapor density is what? Mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP by 0.089 grams. We got this. So let this be, we got. Now what is vapor density? Vapor density is molecular mass by 2. From equation 3, it is known that molecular mass is 2 vapor density. Therefore, vapor density is equal to what? Molecular mass by 2. Molecular mass by 2. So therefore we will equate these two. So this and this they are equated. Therefore molecular mass by 2 will be equal to what? Mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP by 0.089 grams. Could you understand this? So in place of vapor density we put molecular mass. Now if we make a cross multiplication, so mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP, mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP will be what? Molecular mass into 0.089 grams by 2. So we will say now, therefore mass of 1 liter of any gas at NTP will be what? Molecular mass multiplied by 0.089 grams by 2. Mass of 1 liter gas at NTP by 0.089 grams is equal to molecular mass by 2. Therefore, mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP is what? Molecular mass into 0.089 by 2. So, if you take this equation and we will write this equation in another form. What is our intention? Our intention is to find out gram molecule, what is the volume of gram molecular mass. Now molecular mass expressed in grams is called as what? Gram molecular mass. So molecular mass expressed in grams is what? Gram molecular mass. Therefore, molecular mass into gram will be what? Gram molecular mass. So, mass of 1 liter of gas, therefore, mass of 1 liter of gas, any gas you can say, of any gas at NTP is what? 0.089 by 2 into gram molecular mass. Or if we say now, therefore, since mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP is this much, we can say, therefore, the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of gas will be how? 1 liter of gas into 2 by 0.089. So if we'll say, so this is the mass, 1 liter of any gas at NTP is this mass, or volume of this mass is 1 liter. So we can say, therefore, 0.089 into gram molecular mass by 2 of gas occupy the volume 1 liter at NTP. Could understand this? This sentence is important here. Mass of 1 liter of gas at NTP is what? 0.089 by 2 gram molecular mass. Or you can say 0.089 gram molecular mass by 2 of any gas. Of any gas, you can write here, any gas occupy the volume 1 liter at NTP. Therefore, the volume occupied, therefore, the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass, of any gas at NTP is 2 by 0.089 liters. 0.089 gram molecular mass by 2 of any gas occupy the volume 1 liter at NTP. Therefore, the volume occupied by 1 gram molecular mass of any gas at NTP is 2 by 0.89. If you solve this, this comes there. If you solve this, this comes to. If you solve this 2 by 0.089. This comes to 22.4 liters. This comes to 22.4. If you divide this by this, answer comes 22.4. So we will put down 22.4 liters. So we will say, therefore, the gram molecular mass of any gas at NTP is 22.4 liters. This is a very is called as gram molar volume. You see, children, he has not taken the help of any other law. He has not taken the help of any other experiment. Only he applied his law, the Avogadro's law, and deduced the relationship between molecular mass, vapor density, and also deduced that the gram molar volume of any gas at NTP is 22.4 liters. So this is a very important application which establishes a relationship between volume and mass. Volume and mass. So this is a important, very important application. So earlier we know that 1 gram molecular mass of any gas, 1 gram molecular mass of any gas or any substance contain Avogadro number of molecules. Therefore, 22.4 liters of gas will also contain how many molecules? 1 Avogadro number of molecules. That will come. We will come to application of this. We will come to this. So this is the next one. Now the next application is to determine the density of any gas at NTP. So the next important application which increase the importance of Avogadro's law is that is the third application you are reading, that to determine the density of any gas at NTP from his law. So what is density? Now density is defined as the mass per unit volume at a given temperature. At a given temperature. At a given temperature, what is the mass of unit volume? You may take the unit in cc or you may take the unit in liter, and you will express volume in grams per liter, or you can say volume mass grams per cc. Whatever way you can express it. So that is what density is equal to what? Mass by volume at a given condition. That means we express why? Now volume depends on two factors. It depends upon the pressure. Volume is inversely proportional to pressure, and volume is directly proportional to temperature. So that is at a given condition. That your pressure remaining constant, temperature remaining constant, the mass by volume is density. What density we are found at the NTP? Therefore, the density at NTP is mass by volume, mass of the gas by volume at NTP. So therefore, density of a gas at NTP will be what? The mass by volume at NTP. That means normal temperature and pressure. Now let us take the mass be gram molecular mass. Let the mass of the gas be gram molecular mass. Let the mass be gram molecular mass. Then what will be the volume? The volume will be gram molar volume. So the volume occupied by the gas will be what? Gram molar volume. Gram molar volume at NTP. Why? We are considering at NTP. So this, therefore, density of the gas at NTP of gas at NTP will be what? The gram molecular mass by gram molar volume at NTP. Gram molar volume at NTP. Gram molar volume at NTP. The gram molar volume at NTP is a known quantity, 22.4 liters. Therefore, density of a gas at NTP is what? It's a gram molecular mass by 22.4 liters. But so from this we can determine now, suppose someone will ask us what is the density of oxygen at NTP. So gram molecular mass of oxygen how much? 32. So 32 grams by 22.4 liters. So 32 by 22.4 liters will give us the density of the oxygen at NTP. Suppose someone will ask us what is the density of nitrogen at NTP. Then gram molecular mass of nitrogen is 28 grams, 22.4. So 28 by 22.4 will be density of nitrogen at NTP. Density of carbon dioxide at NTP. So gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide will be 44 grams by 22.4 liters at NTP. Very easily can find out. So these are the very, very important applications of Avogadro's law. So taking these applications now, next class we will be going into what is Avogadro number. We have all discussed, and we will discuss what is a mole and the mole concept. So I have defined your Avogadro number last class, that Avogadro number is a universal constant, is defined H, the number of particles of its kind. Number of particles of its kind means what? What a particle? Maybe an atom, maybe a molecule, maybe an ion, or maybe an electron, or of any such particles of its kind. So the Avogadro number is defined as the number of particles of its kind. In bracket you will write atom, molecule, ion or electron or any such particles, equal in number to the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon of isotope C12. So we have found out the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon of isotope C12 is 6.02 in 10 to the power 23. How we got it? Now because the mass of C12 is 12 AMU, 1 AMU is 1.66 in 10 to the power minus 24. So the mass of one carbon atom, we got it as 1.66 in 10 to the power minus 24 into 12. Gram atomic mass of carbon is 12 grams. So 12 by 12 into 1.6 in 10 to the power minus 24, we got the value as 6.02 in 10 to the power 23. So 12 grams of carbon of isotope C12 contains 6.02 in 10 to the power 23 number of atoms of carbon. Hence, Avogadro number is equal to that 6.02 in 10 to the power 23 is represented by the letter N, and I have proved on that last class there you will find out. So Avogadro number is represented by the letter N is equal to number of atoms present in 1 gram atomic mass of the element, number of molecules present in 1 gram molecular mass of the substance, number of atoms or ions present in 1 gram ion of the substance. Now we got here 1 gram molecular mass occupies 22.4 liters. Therefore, Avogadro number is also equal to the number of molecules present in 22.4 liters of gas at NTP. So when a question comes to you, what is Avogadro number? Explain. Avogadro number is a universal constant, is represented by the letter N, is defined as the number of particles of its kind equal in number 2 the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon of isotope C12. Then you write these 5 points. That will give you a 3-mark question both for CBSE and for a CHSE student. Children, we have completed this Avogadro's law and Avogadro number. So you can subscribe our channel by pressing the bell icon and like the channel, so that next class when I will start with you what is a mole and what is mole concept, or mole is a chemical unit, automatically you will get that class in your video or in your mobile when I will put it to the YouTube. So thank you very much for being with us all this time in our classes.